What a week from hell this has been, boys. But you know what? We got to get ready. We got a game on Monday against the Cleveland Browns. We're in our home building. We're wearing this black jersey right here. Le'Veon, what's up? But now, we're going to have to go in there with Trevor Seimian. Fuck! And you know what this is? This is typical Jets bullshit. And I'm not fucking happy about it. And everyone's going to know I'm not happy about it. And yesterday at work, I was distraught over this. Ruined my whole damn day. Sam Darnold gets mono. Are you kidding me? You can't even make this up. I'm disgusted. How does this even happen? Not to mention the fact that C.J. Mosley and Quentin Williams are injured and may not play in this one. So that hurts your defense right there. And then you get the news that Le'Veon Bell has to get an MRI on his shoulder. And thank God that came back clean. Because I don't know what we would do without him and Darnold. But you know what, guys? It's a tall order. It's us against the world. But we got to go out there and get it done. It's plain and simple. So I'm Julian Gallardi.
And I'm Bobby Thompson. And with this is literally, you hit the nail right on the head. It's typical Jets bullshit. You know, you had a great offseason. You had a great training camp. And just like that, the leader of the team, Sam Darnold, goes down after week 1. And that horrendous loss to the Bills
Gets even worse.
with mono. That loss to the Bills made him so sick with mono. He's now out for a few weeks. And we can't stress enough just how serious the illness of mono really is. And for people who don't know, he might come back with mono. You lose a lot of weight. You don't eat. You're extremely tired all the time. And you drop weight, and that's a problem. Because when he comes back, he could be frail, fragile. You got to watch out. This is not good. You can't sugarcoat this. This is not good for the Jets organization right now.
Second game of the season. We already got to deal with this. I can't, honestly. So now Trevor Seimian. Let's try to turn the page and get behind Trevor. 13-11 for his career. 30 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. Quarterback rating just under 80. 5,686 yards. And this is all in 2 seasons of work. Last year he didn't even play. He wasn't even on a team last year to my knowledge, so that's fun. So now he's back. He's playing. He's familiar with Coach Gase's offense. And now, some other news. I almost forgot that Quincy Nunn was out for the year. So we traded a 6th-round pick with you guys, and this never happens. Jets and Patriots trade? That was like, whoa, what's going on here?
You ready for this? This is the first trade the Jets and Patriots have done since 2000, where the Jets traded us Bill Belichick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This one better be better than that. It can't be any worse. But
well, all I'm going to say is Demaryius Thomas was traded, obviously because of the Patriots getting Antonio Brown, and they just had no place for him anymore.
Right.
It was with Brown coming in, Demaryius Thomas was either going to get cut or get traded, and they found somebody who needed a receiver because losing a Numwa, and you know what? I feel for Quincy. I like him a lot. He's a good player, and he just can't get over those injuries. And this neck injury, we've seen it. Peyton Manning. It could derail a career, so we got to really watch out because he might have played his last game of football ever.
Yeah,
you never know.
I think it could be the end as well. We just gave him a contract extension last year. It's a real sad story for him. Jets got to build it on this. Well, not build on this. That's a dumb word, but move on. Everyone's got to step up. Next man up. You know what it is. Demaryius Thomas last season, 59 catches, 677 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's not the DT we saw in Denver. Although he has played with Trevor Seimian for 2 years. His best season was Seimian in 2016. 90 catches, almost 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. So at least him and Seimian have some rapport. Seimian, the problem is he hasn't played with the first team at all until this week. Darnold hasn't practiced this week, so Simeon's going to get in the reps this week. But training camp, he got basically no reps with the first team.
No.
Jeremy Bellamy's going to be huge today. He's been getting reps with Bellamy. So, Bezo, you better step up. We're going to need you tomorrow, Monday, whatever. But honestly, this is really an upsetting situation. Also, Robbie Anderson better wake up. What I saw from him was pitiful. He had to be much better. He's going to have to be much better. And now he's going to go against Denzel Ward, who's one of the best in the business. So that's going to be a tough challenge. But the keys of this game, there's 2 guys on offense that are going to save the day for the Jets. Jamison Crowder is going to have to be tremendous in this game. They're going to need to get over 10 catches. He's going to have to go over 100 yards, maybe even a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, it's your time to shine. This is what we got you for. You're going to have to go off. I'm talking about 150 yards, maybe even 200. I need 2 or 3 touchdowns. This has to be a special day from Le'Veon Bell. I know expectations are high, but the Jets are going to win this football game. It's going to be through running the football, taking the checkdowns, playing good defense. That's another big key. The Jets' defense needs to force turnovers. They did a great job of that last week. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't capitalize. And Baker was willing to give the ball away last week with 3 picks. So, Jets, your opportunities will be there. The Browns' offensive line is horrendous. They can't block anyone. So let's get that going. Leonard Williams, Jordan Jenkins, Quinnen Williams, if you play. These guys need to be in there. Henry Anderson, these guys all got to make it happen. C.J. Mosley, if he's out there, he's got to do what he did last week and then some for this team to win. The defense has to win this football game, and the offense can't make mistakes and put the defense in bad positions if the Jets are going to get this win.
Well, with this, the game plan to beat the Browns is, I think, one, I think you should get into the head of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And I think there's one guy who the Jets have, and it's advantage because he coached with them last year. Greg Williams.
Here we go.
Greg Williams knows knows what Baker likes to do and what he doesn't like to do. So that's a big advantage. With this, running the football against the Browns was a huge success for the Titans last week with Derrick Henry. And I could see that this week. I think Le'Veon Bell, last week he had 93 all-purpose yards. He is an all-purpose king, in my opinion. All-purpose yards king. And I see that again this game.
Hopefully more.
I see him being heavily involved. I could see him going over 150 yards rushing, over 50 or 60 yards receiving on 5 or 6 catches. I don't think the Browns on defense are going to be able to hang with him.
Really
I think the one problem that concerns me about the Jets is their secondary, and they got a tall order. Hey, Tremaine, listen, man, you want to earn your money. Take OBJ out of this ball game, and that's where I'll lead it to.
Oh, yeah, speaking of OBJ, man, talk about headlines. This guy's a walking headline, and now we got stuff with Greg Williams, Odell Beckham, back and forth, jawing. Odell saying that Greg Williams took a cheap shot on him in a preseason game that ended up getting him injured. I believe he ended up spraining his ankle, got hit at the knee or something. It was a low hit or something. Then Odell ends up being injured that next year, too, like during that season. So it affected him, and he's still holding ill will towards that. Odell also says the Browns players told him Williams likes to take cheap shots. Williams responded by saying, Odell who? So now we got some bulletin board material. Jets and Odell. Odell's going to be fired up to come back to New York. You know, he's still wearing that $250,000 watch, which is complete bullshit. So I hope the Jets can smash that watch, honestly. I'd love to see that thing break. He has no business wearing it during the game. But really, besides Greg Williams and Odell Beckham, which is entertaining, it's funny, but onto the football field, that's my biggest concern. How are the Jets actually going to stop Odell besides talking shit?
You're going to have to really jam him at the line of scrimmage, and you're going to have to double cover him because I don't think Tremaine Johnson is a good enough corner to take him out one-on-one.
That's asinine.
He's not Gilmore. He's not Jalen Ramsey. He's not Darrell Revis. He's not Richard Sherman.
He's none of those people.
No, he's not on that level. You're going to need to double him. So here's why I think. This is where you're going to see Marcus May and Tremaine Johnson are going to be partnered up, taking out OBJ.
That's a smart strategy.
And
I can mess with that.
Then you got a tall order with Darryl Roberts on the other side trying to take out Jarvis Landry.
And also we got
Higgins.
Poole and Darryl Roberts need to wake up as well.
So with all this, I'll get to it real fast who I think is going to win. I'm going to go with, you know what, I'm going to say this. I don't know why. I had a different opinion earlier in the week. I'm going to go with the Browns winning this game. And they're going to win by a field goal. I think Baker's going to be under duress. You're going to see that pass rush come to life for the Jets. But I'm going to say it's going to be close again. And then Baker, when you need to make a play, it's going to be just like you saw last year when they played the Jets on Thursday night. It's going to be that kind of game. And I think the Browns just barely get this win. But I will give you a prediction. Seimian won't be bad he'll be decent,
manageable,
especially since he has rapport with Demaryius. That should be a smile to everyone's face.
Demaryius is going to have to be an X factor in this ball game.
Yes, agreed.
I'm also looking at the Jets front. Can they do a better job of stopping Nick Chubb than they did Devin Singletary? Because they didn't stop Singletary, obviously.
They're going to have to.
And Chubb had 75 yards rushing. He didn't have his best day. The Jets are going to need to stop Chubb. They're going to have to get Baker under duress. Landry only had 67 yards, Higgins 46, Njoku 37. Will Baker look to get these guys more involved? That's one of my storylines with this game. We know he's going to be looking for Beckham early and often. Jets need to do some coverages, like you said. I like the May and Tremaine Johnson idea. Jamal Adams is going to have to play his ass off. He's going to have to be all over the field like he always is. It's hard to make a prediction for this game, but I'm torn on this. I want to say Jets can pull out a squeaker. I definitely think the Jets cover the spread at 6.5. I think Darnold being out is an overreaction to people. But I'm not going to say that Seimian and Darnold are the same and that they don't lose anything, because I've been hearing that notion be tossed around, and that's complete crap. Everyone's saying Darnold's an average quarterback. They don't know what he is yet, but I know he's better than Trevor Seimian. Everyone knows that. Come on. Just everyone use your head a little bit. Trevor Seimian and Sam Darnold are not even in the same breath in comparison.
Nope, I'm not going to really feed into this. I just think people are talking out of their asses.
It's ridiculous, the shit I've been hearing.
So if you really think that, you need to reevaluate your priorities.
Or how you watch football, one of the two.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this game. You know what? I'm going to say the Jets pull it out because they have to.
Okay.
Jets win 24-23.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Ficken actually makes a field goal and he makes all his extra points.
Huh.
That's a hot take, isn't it?
It can't be much worse. You better hope so.
Yeah, so I think the Jets will get it done. I think you're going to see grounded pound. You're going to see that control. Le'Veon Bell is going to have 2 touchdowns. I'll give Seimian 1. I'm going to say Bellamy gets a touchdown or Demaryius Thomas. So Jets are going to have their work cut out for them. Odell Beckham's going to be a big problem. Monday night, the fans are going to be rowdy. The home field has to go on the edge. The Jets need to play off that crowd. Ball control, defense, running it. Everything I've said, it's all there for the Jets. They are staring 0-3 in the face if they don't win this game. That's the problem. Up next week in New England, I'm going to be real about that. I'm not going to say the Jets have any shot with Trevor Seimian going to Foxborough. Honestly, I'm probably being a bit optimistic about this one too. I can just see the Jets rallying around this, so it seems like they're ready to go. I think they'll get it.
We'll see. Well, it's a tall order, so we'll see if they have the mental toughness to pull everything out after everything they've been through so far.
Yeah, it would really be a great start to the Gase era if he can get through this adversity and get them a big win on Monday Night Football. You do not want to drop the first 2 games of the season in your own building like the Carolina Panthers have done. So hopefully the Jets don't do that.